Hi guys, welcome to the replay. Today we're making bath bombs. So I had so much fun with this, and I have to tell you guys, I've never even used a bath bomb. Probably because I knew what was in them and I didn't want to put them in my bath. But they were so exciting to make, and I still have yet to use one in my bath, but I'm excited about the option. So you guys wanted to learn how to make them, and I will post the recipe as well, but let me just talk about what you might need first. So you'll need a big bowl, glass bowl, a whisk is helpful, obviously measuring spoons, and then basically I really encourage getting these molds. So these are they're probably aluminum, I don't know, stainless steel or aluminum. These come in 3 different sizes, and it's called Caydo, C-A-Y-D-O, and it's a 30-piece, 3-size DIY crafting whatever. It says make your own fizzes. So it just comes in this, paper or brown box. But I got them on Amazon, and the molds were $10.58, so like $11 for all these molds. And like I said, they come in 3 different sizes. So you've got little itty bitty ones, the bigger ones, and then medium. So small, medium, and large, and I'm making a mess already. Thank you for joining me live. No, replay. Probably just as bad. Anyway, so you'll need molds. Now you can also use what I've heard of, like silicone molds, and I've heard of muffin tins and things like that. The only thing is, like, these do kind of expand, so I feel like you have to keep pushing them down, and those are more maintenance. So for $11 to get all of these molds, and you can reuse them, awesome. The other option, and I didn't get any, but I think I would want to, is the plastic like ornament. They come in 2 halves, and they're for, making ornaments, putting like pictures and little knickknacks inside and closing them up. But you can get those, and I think those are a great way to give them as gifts. You do want to make sure when you're making these, because the essential oils are volatile aromatic compounds, they will dissipate. So definitely keep them stored in a airtight jar. And then for gift giving, give them either in a jar or, like I said, in one of those plastic ornament things. So you can read different reviews. I found them on Amazon. I haven't found them at a local craft store or anything like that yet. But anyway, so you'll need the molds. You will need baking soda. So again, if you live that natural life, you'll get the big bag from Costco. So you need baking soda, citric acid, which is what creates the fizz, Epsom salts, cornstarch, and I'm playing around with the different kinds of cornstarch. So for me, I got non-GMO organic cornstarch, because corn is one of the crops that are just laden with chemicals. So either getting a non-GMO, very healthier type would be good. I also want to try and make this with arrowroot powder, because that can be a great alternative to cornstarch, and it has no corn in it at all. So that is basically what you need. Sorry, guys. And then extras. So for coloring, again, the coloring situation for me is not a big deal. I don't need it to be colored. That's kind of why I used some lavender in here, so you can kind of like tell maybe what kind it is. But some other natural coloring, I think you can get beetroot powder, spirulina will give you a green. You can use activated charcoal. You can even use turmeric. And I think that they sell natural dyes, but again, I didn't want to purchase anything. And I know the kids love all of the colors, but be careful with those dyes, because again, they have chemicals in them that are harmful to us. So just be mindful of that. And I think using the dried herbs is kind of a fun thing too. You can also get, this is Slice of the Moon mica powder. So I have gotten this so that I can make like a body spray. And I tried this in the ones that I made, but unfortunately I really think you have to use a lot of it to see the like shimmer, you know, the little sparkles. So if you guys have any ideas there, I mean, you can really kind of add whatever. A long time ago, I had gotten this kit, and I think from Amazon, but it comes with all of these, you know, dried flowers, because I like to add these to my essential oil blends in the roller bottles. So these are great because you can add these to the outside or even to the middle. It doesn't really matter. It just depends on if you want it like the look on the outside or if you want them to be in. You know, some people do like to take baths in flowers like this. So, so some of these are like cornflower would be a nice one because it's, you know, very fine. I don't know that the rose petals will be okay, but something that is a little bit more fine, I think would work better. So I will probably use, I'm going to probably use these two today. Maybe just one. We're just going to make one bath bomb. So I will probably use the marigold. Anyway, but those are just options. I mean, gosh, you could probably use like loose leaf tea, things like that. So let's just get started. So I have 1 cup of baking soda. So this is, and the amount that this is going to make it varies. Hey, because, you know, it depends on the size of your molds and all of that. But I made, what is this? 2, 4, 1 big one and 4 small ones, actually 5 small ones, but one of them didn't like adhere, so I just have 2 halves. But basically 1 big one, 4 small ones, so 5 bath bombs. Probably would have made like 3 big ones, I don't know. But what's nice about the different sizes is you can kind of use up what you have and you're not really wasting any of it. Okay, so you get all your dry ingredients in the bowl, and I'm sorry you guys, I'm not have a magic TV where I can show you what I'm doing, but I'll do my best. And then you're going to take your citric acid, so you have 1/2 cup of that. And of course I didn't get my 1/2 cup out, so hold on. Okay, let me get my 1/2 cup. Thought I got everything. So just get a 1/2 cup of the citric acid, and like I said, this is what gives it that fizz. And with the citric acid, you can also make things for your dishwasher, like dishwasher tabs and stuff like that. So a 1/2 cup of that. And then you want a 1/2 cup of Epsom salts. And I also thought of maybe using pink Himalayan salt. Sea salt could be fun too. I know people like to put that in their bath. That helps with detoxification and muscle relaxation and stuff. But that could be fun because the pink, right? Because they would probably make them pink. But, so I'm going to get 1/2 cup, sorry it's loud, of Epsom salts. Put that in there. And then this is where you would put like your natural dye. So if you were using a powdered natural dye, you would put that in right now. And I'm just going to kind of get out the, whatever, chunks. But just kind of whisk that together. Blend it all really well. Some of these might crush with your hands. Ooh, would he? Yes, make them for him. You guys make them together. So the ones that I did before were Serenity and Balance, just for relaxation, and like, who doesn't love that combination? But today, I think I'm gonna use Elevation, just because. Another great one would be like Aroma Touch, obviously lavender. Gosh, you can make just about anything. You can make one with deep blue and make it really for muscle aches and stuff. So there's some chunks in there, but I think that they're gonna go away. So then, let's see. The other thing I want to note with the corn or the citric acid is if you have any kind of marble or granite countertops, just be careful. I've heard that it can kind of ruin that. So just be careful with that. And all of this stuff, guys, I bought like this on Amazon. This was $10. I got the bag of cornstarch for $10. So, I mean, this probably total cost me, I don't know. It depends on what all you use. $35. I always like to round up. But you can make so many with that. I mean, I haven't even touched, you know, these bags. Okay, so then we take 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. And I guess I forgot to get that out too. Yay, Melissa! Good job. Okay, let me grab it. Okay, so coconut oil. You can just use that. So we're doing 2 tablespoons, and you can also use regular coconut oil and just melt it a little bit so that it's not hard. So 2 tablespoons of that. I'm not gonna hold it up that high because I don't need to be dropping this stuff. Okay, and then 1 teaspoon of water, and it says no more than that, because if you add too much liquid, the citric acid will start activating and then they're kind of ruined. So 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of water. And then we're gonna do 10 drops of the, Elevation. One of my favorite blends. Okay. Elevation is such a joyful oil. It's so happy. So I know that baths can be relaxing, but if you're in a bad mood or something, this would be really, really nice to have. So I'm just going to stir that up a little bit. Okay. And then what you want to do is you want to add this slowly. So I don't know how to do this, you guys, but I'm just going to add this very slowly. So this takes probably the most amount of time, but because you don't want to activate the citric acid, so you just add a little bit and then you'll just keep whisking it around, kind of just constant movement. And you know what I forgot to do is I was going to add a little bit of turmeric in there to see what that would do. So let's do that now. So I just have some organic turmeric, and I'm just gonna sprinkle it in because I don't want it to be like too orangey. And I cannot tell you if this is gonna stain or not. But that's not really, I don't think it's enough to stain, but I can't guarantee that. Okay, so I'm still adding very slowly. The other night when I did this, I added it a little bit too fast and it started fizzing up on me. So you don't want that to happen, but they still work. They still came out amazing. And I tried the half of one that didn't form totally in water, and it was phenomenal and so fun. So I might be a bath bomb user after this. But these obviously, you guys, make great gifts. You can make them for yourself, much healthier. I know that Lush talks about them being very natural and things like that, and Lush is a great place to get bath bombs. But unfortunately, I don't think that they're as clean as they say. So making them yourself, just like food or anything else, is always the better way to go, right? Because you know what's going in them. So, still adding it. So fun. It smells delicious. Well, not delicious, like edible, but. So then, after this, I'll show you how I put the herbs in. And the herbs you could mix in now. Like you could mix in, if you were going to use these dried herbs, you can mix them in if you want it throughout. And because I'm not using like a lot of coloring, I figure that's going to be the way that I'm going to tell kind of what they are. Associating the yellow marigolds obviously with the yellow of the Elevation and it being citrusy. I mean, you could even do Elevation and Serenity together, you know, so many options, you guys. Holiday Joy might be fun. I don't know. Peppermint would be good for you know, sore muscles also. Oh, see, I poured it in too fast and I got some fizzing. I get impatient. That's the worst part of it. Is to do that. But look, I just sprinkled, I don't know, can you guys see that? I sprinkled a little bit of turmeric in there and it is bright yellow. That is so fun. I didn't use coloring before. But like I said, you guys, you can use spirulina. A little bit of spirulina will make it green. Activated charcoal. This is really great for detoxing also. So that would be a great one, but it's going to probably make it a gray, which would be fun for the boys. And then what I'm going to do, so, okay, so I've mixed it up. I wish you guys could see the color, but it is a pretty light yellow. And of course, like I said, I could add more if I wanted to. So basically, once it's all mixed together, then I also, something fun for the kiddos is you can use these, you know, those things that like go into animals. So you put that in the middle and it's like another surprise for the kids. I'm obsessed. So I was going to do that as well. See what happens there. So we'll get a couple of those out. Okay. So if you're going to do that, well, no, I would use a little one. Okay. So now I think we're ready to stuff these. So you just take your mold and I just fill it up, and I'm sorry you guys, but I just put it in there and then I squish it down. So you want to make sure you're packing it in. And then I overpack it because I'll show you why. So you kind of overpack it. And then you want to get your other half. Pack it in. The biggest thing is packing them in. I don't know any songs. Otherwise I would sing a song. So they're kind of overflowed, you could see. And then I just push them together and I kind of turn it, and like a lot will come off, and I just keep turning it until the edges meet. Okay. So that it's kind of like glued together. It takes a little bit. Then you just take off the excess. So that's it. And then you let these sit generally overnight. Oh, pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin, right? So yeah, you just let this sit overnight or for several hours, whatever you can do. And then you pop them out and you have oh, I didn't do the herbs. I'm going to show you the herbs. And then you have your bath bomb. So I got the molds on Amazon and it is a pack of 30 pieces. It's called K-Do. C-A-Y-D-O, and literally they were like $11 for 30 of them, which makes 15, I guess, because there's halves, but awesome. And then you have them forever, but you can also use, you know, cupcake tins or something like that. So I'm going to do another one. I'll show you how to do the herbs. So what I do is from the teaspoon that I got the oil, I don't know, I just came up with this myself. So I take a little oil on my finger and I rub it around the mold. It seemed to work last time. So to get the flowers to stick. So then I'll take my dried flowers and I'll just sprinkle those. This is so hard to do, you guys. I need like a cameraman. Just sprinkle those inside. And then I kind of just push them up on the side. Because like when I did the lavender, you know, it's so heavy it falls to the bottom. So I just try to like keep it up on the sides. And then I drop. Like I'll take this and I'll drop it in. Can you guys see that? I'm making a mess. I'll drop it on top so that it doesn't like, if I scoop it, then all the herbs will like go to one side, or all the flowers. So then I just pack that in again. And I put a little bit in this one too. It smells so good. I love Elevation. Okay. So I've got the two sides. And again, I think one of them that I did, I just didn't have enough overflow to like connect them because it didn't glue. So push them together. Again, turn them so that you're kind of putting those sides together. Line them up. They don't screw in or anything. They just touch. And that's it. Let it dry. And whoops, that one kind of came apart. So anyway, that is all you do. And the reason you want to let them obviously sit is so that they can set up and kind of harden. And I forgot to put the thing inside. You guys, I'm just live video. Oh, just does that to me, huh? Okay. I'm getting one out to show you. And one just... So there's lots of different recipes out there. This is the first recipe that I tried. So these, I don't know, they might be a little bit more fragile. I'm not sure, but this is the big one. And it just came out, you know, like that. And if I had a nice bowl, I would show you what it fizzes up to be. But you guys know a bath bomb, right? But anyway, I know it's kind of, I don't know how people do that, but that is basically it. That's it. That's all I got for you. So let me know if you guys have any questions, and let's see your bath bombs, okay? So if you guys make them for your kiddos or for gifts or whatever, please share, because I love giving other people ideas and all of that. So I'm going to finish out these, and then I will post the pictures of these when they are all done or all dried tomorrow. And I will post a recipe. And again, you guys, if you look on like Pinterest, so doTERRA has one on their doTERRA on the blog for bath bombs, and it just used more coconut oil. So I haven't tried that. They use like half a cup of coconut oil. So I haven't tried that, but I'm definitely down to try different recipes. But basically, the basics are the baking soda, the citric acid, the Epsom salts, and the cornstarch. That's kind of like a basic recipe I've seen everywhere. Some people use the almond oil. I have a nephew who's allergic to almonds, so I don't want to use that in case I give any to him. So anyway, so you guys enjoy. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching the replay. And again, like I said, always ask me any questions. Okay, guys? I will talk to you later. Bye.